Good morning. Good to see everybody on a Saturday morning. I might get a little bit of an interruption. I might get a phone call because I'll tell you what happened. I'm out front of the house. I am edging the driveway, edging the sidewalk, particularly the sidewalk portion. As I'm going down the edge, I hear this low thump, this nasty crack coming from the house. What I thought was a house, so I stopped. It was enough to stop me. And I looked, and I'm inspecting the house, and I see nothing wrong. But then I happened to look at my car window, and it's completely shattered, front side passenger. Apparently, I kicked up a rock and completely destroyed that window. After someone calling around and getting some repairs and prices on getting it fixed, we found a local guy that has fantastic prices on doing it. He was going to come Monday, but it's supposed to rain up till Wednesday on next week. So, and he's by far the cheapest. Gets back to you really quick. Awesome dude. Highly recommend him. He's coming out today to get it done for me. So I might get a phone call. Have to deal with that. We'll see. Let's see. We got Whip saying hello. We got Discus North, Slim Tim, Branton's in. Here's Jim's Fish and Jim over at Happy Place Aquatics. Good to see you guys. Just got done working on a new episode for the Aquatic News Network. Well, what is the subject of this morning's live stream? Well, you've seen the thumbnail. The best toothbrush for your fish room. Sounds silly, but has great benefits if you're using the right one. Not just any old toothbrush is going to work for you. Morning to you, Jim. Morning to everybody. Well, before I get started on the subject, it's a very important topic, something that we definitely need to talk about. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Jeff Kane for sending me one of his brand new stickers. He sent me two of them. Empire Dirt Aquatics. I got one on the fish fam door over here. You can slightly see in the camera where I put all the stickers everybody sends me, which is a reminder to anybody that has stickers. If you want to send me one, it's going to go on the Fish Fam Hall of Fame door there. Got quite a bit on there. If you're using the same toothbrush, Tim, you're good. But what brand is it? They can look the same, but what brand toothbrush you're using, it's important. It's very important. You can't get the end cap specials at Dollar General. We're going to talk about it. I have some examples sitting here beside me of some of the different uses you might not have thought of. Much like our Home Depot versus Lowe's live stream last week, we're talking about toothbrushes this week. And if you don't use the one I'm using, you're doing it wrong. It's not going to save you money. It's not going to make you more efficient if you're not using this toothbrush. You do not, first and foremost, want all those fancy ups and waves and the bristles. You know how like they got all the little thingies, and then there's the little plastic thingies on the side or the edge. That's all crap. It's all garbage. Let me adjust this up. All garbage. So, can anybody tell me what toothbrush you think that is? Tim says he uses the same one. I don't think he does. I don't have any faith. I don't think he does. And if you use this in combination with the blue Lowe's bucket, your fish room is unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. And I also want to talk about a little update on the last thing we talked about as far as using aquarium co-ops, Easy Green. Did we see results? Is it worth the money? And on that live stream, everybody was seeming to be in the same opinion on it, where use it to get started. After that, it's a waste of money because you're not seeing too many results. We'll get an update on that. We're going to talk about that as well. Tim is doing water changes currently and using my toothbrush. What brand toothbrush, Tim, are you using? You didn't answer my question, sir. Hey, Christine, good to see you. Christine, she probably uses toothbrush, but is she using the right one? We don't know. We're going to talk about it. No one's giving me brand names so far. What brand toothbrush are you using? And the color matters, much like the Lowe's and Home Depot buckets. The color of those buckets matter. Oh God. What brand? Is it literally DG brand? If so, you got to get rid of that toothbrush. It's no good. Oral-B. You demand. Oral-B is the obvious choice. Yes, you guys are agreeing with me on that. That's right. Oral-B is the right, and that's what this one is. This is the one you got to use. It's got multiple uses. It's going to get to all the other toothbrushes are no good. They suck. They're not going to work. If you use any other toothbrush but a green Oral-B, your fish room are going to fail and your fish are going to die. There's USA. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Don't want to use Crest. You don't want to use DG, the Deej. None of that. No good. Your fish will die from disease. While we're waiting for more people to come in and weigh in on this, on what toothbrush and if you use them at all, I'm going to talk about the results that I have been noticing from continuing using the Aquarium Co-op Easy Green. I believe Branton weighed in on that. Oh, well, see, that's no good. That's good that you're using Oral-B, Christine, but if it's not green, you're going to fail. You have to get a green one. Just like the blue Lowe's buckets. If you're not using a blue Lowe's bucket, you can't use the red at Harbor Freight. You can't use the white over at the Farm Place. You can't use orange from Home Depot. It has to be the blue Lowe's buckets. Just like this has to be a green Oral-B. Where all your fish are going to die and all your tanks are going to crash. That's just what happens. But as an update, I just noticed, as I just did my weekly dose of Aquarium Co-op Easy Green in all my aquariums right before this stream started. And I have noticed a significant increase in growth on my Amazon swords in that 125 gallon right there, which leads me into another subject. I've got to get the pleco out of that aquarium. Let's see. Yeah, definitely get the green. Purple's no good. Don't start with me, Jim. Nope, that's no good, USA. You can't use the gun kidding. We're talking toothbrushes. It's got to be a green Oral-B toothbrush. We can't be using gun cleaning. We can't be using nothing like that. It's got to be green Oral-B toothbrush. If you're using gun cleaning brushes, you're failing. Your fish are going to die. Everyone's going to get disease and just keel over. Just letting you know now. So I have seen some additional increase in my plants since using the Aquarium Co-op Easy Green. Since our last live last week, I have seen a difference in growth. Now, is that all the Aquarium Co-op Easy Green, or is it because of this added lighting I put in my room? Now that I'm getting more lighting in this tank, in this fish room, you can see how bright it is. It used to be dark. If you compare that to my past live streams, I don't know. I really don't know. But I also scooped out a bunch of duckweed, some of which I'm going to have to send to Jim. He wants some, which allowed a lot more light to come through because duckweed is suffocating. Hey, Z, good to see you. Explains whatever. Yeah. That makes sense, June. You have to have this toothbrush. I got 2 of them. Yeah, it happens, Z. You got to make sure the bell's on and set to all if you like me enough to do so. One thing I like to use these toothbrush for, as you guys all know, I'm a big fan of the FX6 canister filters. I got a failed motor right here from an old one. I've replaced this motor. It's the new one's on that, along with a brand new FX6, waiting for the big tank to come in. No, you can't use automatic toothbrushes, June. You're not listening to me, June. Jim, you're not understanding the assignment. It has to be this one that I'm holding in my hand. You have to go get one of these. Yeah, these bad boys, and June knows, these are like $130, and you cannot get them any cheaper anywhere else. I've looked, June's looked for the FX6 motor. The FX4 isn't as bad, but no matter where you can get this motor, they're all about $120, $130. You can't get them any cheaper than that. But this one did fail. This not only is your motor, but it is the brains of the canister filter. This is where it knows to stop every 12 hours and purge the air out of the canister filter. And it's your motor. So this is everything for your canister filter. No ProFlex, can't do it. No. Maybe for your teeth, I don't know. I already agree my fish room is dying because of my toothbrush. Okay, just making sure. This toothbrush fits perfect in that groove. Let's say you're maintaining your FX6 or a Fluval FX4 canister filter. This fits perfect in this groove, as you can see right there. So when you take that impeller out, you put that bad boy in there and you're cleaning that groove out. And then you can take that bad boy and spin it. Now, this is the trick. It's all in the wrist. You've got to be able to spin around the inside of this case and get all that slime and crap out of there. And then you just spin like this. And it fits right in that groove. And then you can pull that bad boy out and go around like this and get all this stuff in here like that. Beautiful for that filter housing. If this computer asks me to do one more thing, I'm going to shoost it. Hey, Scotty, good to see you. Jesse, I'm looking forward to this coming weeks and video. Yeah, me too. I'm hearing lots of good things. I have bottle brushes too. Now, I don't mind the bottle brushes. They are good. I have this bad boy. I can't remember where I acquired this thing, but this works good for that too. So I do agree with bottle brushes. They sometimes you just gotta have a bottle. As you can see, I got a longer one there. Just had an earthquake in East Tennessee. That's crazy. I'm not sure how I feel about this demonstration. In the baby section, there's a great brush set. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about there, June. What do you mean, Z? This is a fantastic live hands-on presentation without the water. It's a dry motor, so I can really get in there and show you. Another application is here is the impeller to that motor. Look at the size of that bad boy. That is a big impeller. A lot of times you get strings of plant matter that wrap up and get wrapped up around there. Maybe even your own hair. You know how it is. Sometimes human hair floats into the tank and it gets tangled up around the impeller. Again, the brush gets right in there and can clean all that off. Unless you get some stuff that's knotted up, it's a little harder to get. You might have to snip that with some scissors and then take that brush and get it in there. And, so you're going to go around the impeller with that brush just like so, and around this end here, keeping that porcelain shaft and the impeller nice and clean. It also fits down here into these areas and up here. Okay. And I can't stress this enough. While you have the impeller apart and while you're cleaning your canister filter, I don't know about you guys, but I don't have to maintain mine. But every year, if I have a pre-filter on it, I can go a year or more, 6 to 7 months without a pre-filter. Take them O-rings off. I like to use this stuff, Super Lube, O-ring, food grade grease lubricant. Lube all your seals. If you don't lube your seals and take the time to do that, at least once a year, they're going to get dry rotted, cracked, and you're going to have leaks. You got to keep these O-rings supple. It's very important. Everybody says, "Oh, I don't like canister filters. They leak. Well, that's usually due to lack of maintenance and not doing things like that. Let me see here. Protect. Don't buy an FX6. Bro. The FX6 canister filter is the best canister filter out there. It's better than Oasis. I can't really say that because I've never tried one of those, so I'll give you the benefit on those. They're better than anything. Hang in the back filters suck. They need constant cleaning and maintenance. I like filters and things that make my life easier in my fish room so I can enjoy my fish and less work. And a canister filter, FX4, 407, 306, you name it, they're all fantastic. They last forever. If you're not lazy and you do the maintenance. They do suck the best. June knows. Be ranting. Swiftwell, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. My Eheim seals don't get dry rotted. They will over time if you don't lube them. You're going to wish you did. Listen, I've worked in the industrial, maintenance, commercial, residential field for 25 years now. And you can imagine all the different pieces of equipment I've worked on. Hydraulic, electrical even has seals, things like this. If you don't lube them, they will fail eventually. I don't care who you are. Hey, Pete, good to see you, buddy. Say that you use the Quick Connect seals. If so, demonstrate. Quick Connect seals. What do you mean? You mean on the Aquastop valves, June? And if you're talking about this, the O-rings, yeah, I do. I lube all the seals and all that stuff. Jim said, I had a FX6 go down last week. I need a motor as well. Yeah. Now I will say, I've had to replace a motor on an FX4, and now I've had to replace a motor on an FX6. Now, to my credit, these two that failed were already used when I purchased them. But still, to replace this motor for $120, $130, sure beats going out and buying a new one for $300 to $400. And even when, and I didn't even pay full price for it in the beginning. So you're still winning. Preach it. You have a new short to make now, Jesse. If you don't clean your FX6 like me, then F you. I think I already kind of put one out about cleaning O-rings. I couldn't remember. Hey, pal, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. I have 2 Eheim canisters I've been running for 7. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I got a Fluval 306 down here that won't die. It's been running since I bought it in 2016. So 2016 to 2025 is what? 10 years? 9 years, just shy of 10 years. Never had to replace anything on that but an Aquastop valve. I will refrain my comment on lube. No. We don't refrain comments around here, June. Waiting for AT&T to get here and install my new 5 gigabyte. Oh, Pile went from 4G to 5G. He's trying to get that big radio waves. Why do you need a motor? Well, this one failed. That's why I have this one here. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I had bought a FX6 used. I ran it for a while, but this motor went to crap. So I just went ahead and bought a new one and put it back on the filter. So this is this just won't run anymore. It's no good. Hey, Pepin, good to see you, buddy. Brent says, I hear nothing but people having problems with that fixed thing. I'll never buy. See, I'm messing with you a lot, Brenton, but I've seen that too. But I never have problems other than your occasional failed motor because I maintenance them and lube the seals and clean them. I'm not always cracking the lid open all the time. I only crack it open when it needs to be cleaned, when it absolutely needs to be cleaned. So I don't have all these problems people claim to be having with the Fluval lines. I just don't. They've been a fantastic. For matter of fact, my entire fish room is almost 100% Fluval canister filters. I got a 306 down there that won't die. I got 2 407s. I got 1, 2, 3 FX6s. Well, now 3, 4, 5 FX6s waiting for the big tank to show up. I got 1, 2 or 3 FX4s, and they all run great for me. Plus, I like to stick to the same line canister filter because over the years you get things that fail. Fail, right? Let's say I need an impeller. Let's just say, for instance, that little shaft broke on. Well, great. I don't need to buy one. I got one. So you got a lot of interchangeable parts you can use. It's the same thing if you use tools when you work. Like I use my tools when I work. I have all DeWalt tools. So I have all DeWalt chargers and battery lines. If I need to go buy a new DeWalt tool, I can just buy the bare tool because I already have plenty of batteries and I already have plenty of chargers. Saves you money. So I always like to try to stick to the same line just for that one reason alone. Hey, Brent, FX6 really suck. I think many heard one sucked up over 40 fish screen off. Nothing like that happened to Jose. Yeah. But he knows that was a operator error. Swiffle, I personally don't like the FU videos. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have mixed reviews with anything. Brent, I have 25 FX6. Wow, 25 FX6 filters. Had a problem with one. It was a used filter that came with the tank. Jose, good morning. We sent you an email. Damn, dude, that is a lot of filters. Good morning. 25. 25. I need 4 more. Maybe it's a user error then, but as much as I've heard the people's issues with them, I'll stick to my E-Heims. These things are working. Yeah, and they're working for you and you like them. By all means, definitely keep them. And like I said, now you've got E-Heims. You're collecting the E-Heim line. One dies. You got spare parts. You can't beat it. Pal says, I have a canister with a bad O-ring right now. It's really old, so I may just buy a new one. More stuff is probably ready to fail. Yeah, you got to lube them. And I know, Pyle, you're so busy, man. You probably don't take the time to lube those O-rings. I could be wrong. It's my only filter, right? Tommy's in. Yeah. So, yeah, I've demonstrated a couple of good uses for these toothbrushes. And the list goes on and on. You can actually take the dang thing, put it right down in your aquarium. Maybe you got too much algae on a piece of driftwood. Take that brush in there like that. It takes it right off like a, what are they called? Archaeologist. Great for cleaning things like that. Rocks. You know, maybe you got a cyanobacteria problem. But although with cyanobacteria, I don't recommend brushing it off and letting it float. It comes off the thing so easy. Just put your tube down in there and suck it right out. Whoop. What do you charge Jesse to lube? So I'll come to your house with the product, with the lube, depending on where you live. Obviously, that's a factor. But I would definitely go there for $35 an hour from the time my butt hits my car seat till I get there and the job's done and I get back. So, but I will tear apart, maintain all your canister filters and lube them well. Special red tool along with my red spoon. Yes, and Swiffle knows all about the red spoon. No, we don't want to lube the shaft. You don't need to lube the shaft. That's a waste of lube, right? If you lube the shaft, you're actually doing yourself a disservice. You don't want to lube the shaft. You just want to lube the O-rings. I actually have videos out on like the utility valve on the FX canister filters. I tried to tear one of them bad boys apart to lubricate that crazy O-ring that's in there. But in my opinion, watch that short. It was like a year or so ago. It's not worth the time it takes to tear that utility valve open to get to that crazy O-ring. Or no, it's not the utility valve. I think there's one in the aquastop valve or something like that. It's just not worth the time of doing it. Just buy a new dang utility valve if something goes wrong there. But if you do have a leak, I have found if I ever had a leak with these filters, it's because of sand. Sand got in there and it was causing an upheaval on the O-rings or something like that. I actually had a piece of small crushed coral that was stuck in the impeller one time. So if you have fish that dig in sand a lot, you're definitely going to want to use a pre-filter. And as time goes on, I'm actually liking pre-filters regardless if there's a fish that dig the sand up or not, because that FX6 that's running that 125 gallon Oscar tank back there, I haven't cleaned that thing in over a year, and I opened it up and it looks brand new inside because that pre-filter is taking all the brunt of that. You just clean it out, put it back on, you're good to go. Oh my God. See, he's really not here. Arrived to lubing shafts. Yes. A man for 39 an hour. Yeah. That's right. 39 an hour. I'll come lube anything you need lubed. 39 an hour. Well lubed. Jose's right. Well lubed. That's why sand is the worst substrate of all stuff. Yeah, we've been through this. Whip. Pre-filters do rock. Now, Whip, we've been through this a million times, and I gave you solutions, but you're such a hardhead, you refuse to do it because, and I don't blame you, because you went through kind of an expensive headache there where you were using sand, but every time you did a water change, he was sucking that sand up. It went into his internal plumbing, and he had a problem, a major problem that cost a lot of money to fix. Now he absolutely refuses to use sand and only uses gravel because of that. But I told Whip, I think this was like a year and a half ago, put pre-filters on. And when you are sand graveling, or maybe you got uneaten food, uneaten poop sitting on top of your sand, and you inevitably you're going to suck some of that sand up. So what I do now is I take that brute garbage can back there and I just use a hose and I go around and I suck out what I need to suck out. It goes right into that garbage can. And then I just do my water change and fill my tanks. I keep all the sand out of my internal. I've been doing that for years. When my fish room was in the dining room, I drained out of the window, or, I had my Python set up to where when it sucked out, it was going out of the window, a secondary system. I never suck sand into my internal plumbing. And sand, by far, I think we all can agree, is a superior substrate to gravel because it can hold much more beneficial bacteria. Fish can interact with it a lot easier, as well as snails and such. So get it together, Whip. Do what I tell you to do. Get the sand back in the tanks. Sand is the superior substrate. This was on the wrong channel since. Swiffle, I did not know your wife passed away, and my heart goes out to you, my friend. I was unaware. I haven't been online a lot. I've been a lot going on at this house. My heart goes out to you. Yeah, June doing the bare bottoms, I'm assuming. Discus North mixes 50-50 sand girl, keeps the sand down. Okay, yeah, I've seen the mixes. My new favorite substrate is granite sand. I seen you talking about that in the group chat, pal. Yeah, I hate gravel. Gravel takes forever. You're right, June. When you have gravel in an aquarium and you want to do a gravel vac, you have to do the entirety of the complete tank. Every inch of it, or you're going to miss something. Now, I know you don't need to get it all. You can do half, maybe half the next time. But it does take a lot longer. Now, I will say it's more satisfying to gravel vac gravel because you see all the crap coming out. You're not sucking anything up but junk. But you got snails in there, which go in and clog the freaking Python, which is another reason Scotty gave me the idea is to just use that. So you don't have to worry about that clogging. I've been doing that since, and it absolutely cut my time, in quarter. Took a quarter of the time off it takes to do my water change. And in the summertime, if you add in using the hose to fill these aquariums, me not having to go to the other side of the house to hook up the Python and refill these tanks at a slower rate, I can do all these tanks in like 3 hours now. Excuse me, I have a phone call I got to take. Yeah, my glass dude's coming to fix the car window I blew out with gravel. Yeah, I was edging my driveway, flung up a gravel, a piece of rock hit the window, shattered it. And just so matters of fact that a storm was rolling through at the same time. So I'm out there, the wind's blowing, the lightning's going. I'm trying to plastic up a window and put a piece of foam under it, hurry up with duct tape and get the heck out of there before the storm come blazing through. That's my luck. Both have advantages, so I use 50-50. It is superior to nothing. I will go with the bare bottom before I go sand. Whip, you're going to do sand, and I don't want no more back talk about it. Do one tank, you fill it back up with sand. It's much easier to maintain, and you're going to do it, and you're going to do it with a smile on your face. I have Florida biohazard using sand. I live in Florida biohazard using BH. I don't know what you mean by that, buddy. Yeah, everybody, if you haven't, so Jose's wife started a channel. I'm sub to it. Make sure you guys sub to it as well. Gravel is not the superior substrate. It does not harbor as much good beneficial bacteria, anoxic, anorexic, all of them. It does all of them. The anorexics, the anoxics, and all that. The arborists, all that. Gravel only does the the surface crap that just the little girly stuff, not the good stuff. Sand fills gravel voids. I only use substrate if the fish needs it. Yep. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a problem with bear tanks. They are by far the easiest way to clean. However, you are missing out on a lot of making it doesn't look as natural and it doesn't harbor as much good beneficial bacteria. Subified. Is that Tommy calling to harass you? No, that was this glass guy. I can read lips. Don't talk about Brent like that. I do. When this guy shows up, he's going to be here shortly. I do have to go out and meet him, and I'll be right back. So just bear with me on that. Going to be 86 today. Nice. Happy birthday, June. It's June's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hey, if it's your birthday, I'll come out and do a free lube. She got to pay for the plane ticket. I'm happy she's getting more into the hobby, my eyes, and I wish my wife would get into the hobby. I would love to have a wife tank out here, but she's just not into it. Yeah, same here, Whip. Happy birthday. You think it was good? My daughter says I can't sing for crap. She gets mad at me when I sing. The important question is, are you wearing pants? I am wearing pants. I do wear pants for the Hour Power live streams. I do not wear pants on the Aquatic News Network because they're cheap company. They're cheap bastards that send me all the old equipment and they won't even buy me a uniform. If you see my last episode, my shirt's hanging up back there. You can see it. I got to buy my own little tie. By the way, the tie is a female's tie. It's made for women. It's shorter, but I thought it was a perfect fit for the segments, but I had to buy them myself because Tommy won't buy me shit. Tommy's the owner. He's the boss. And I get treated the worst out of everybody on the channel. Don't let them fool you. I get treated the worst. Won't buy me anything. I'm working with a Windows DOS computer. It still only works on dial-up. The cameras are from like 1998. And then he wants me to, why don't you got that segment to me yet? What's going on? I need it. I want to get ahead of the game. I got things to edit, but he's giving me all this crap. Bullshit. So that's why I act the way I did. I'm treated like shit over there. He's lucky I'm doing it. And I'm doing it for next to nothing. He don't pay me anything. Sick of it. Yeah. These guys live like kings. He's putting them up in Hiltons and hotel rooms and taking them out on trips. Not Jesse. Jesse's here in his fish room, in his fish room office using old shit. You see that last shirt that Tommy Jim was wearing? Did you see it? Dolce & Gabbana. What's Jesse wearing? American Eagle. That I got from the Goodwill. Appreciate you, Tim. Remember to hit that like button for sure. Hey, maybe she buy the idea of getting rid of the dining room table and put up her own tank. What do you think? I tried that one. She wouldn't even let me get rid of the dining room table to put a big tank in there. But so that's part of the reason why I'm happy I'm out in the garage because I can have more tanks and bigger ones. But that ain't gonna happen. Still taking donations for clothes, Jesse, for news. See, why is he got to take donations? Why can't he just buy me some? He's rich. He owns a dues cat company. Tommy, did you get your package, by the way? And that's another thing. I send him stuff. Hasn't even shipped you a chicken. No. Hasn't shipped me a chicken, not eggs. And I sent him duckweed. You did get it. And did the duckweed look okay? Did it arrive alive? I shipped it in a kind of an unconventional manner. I put it in an empty Northfin container. I got some assless chaps I can donate, Tommy. Only, yeah, anything would be good. I ain't scared. I will show my bare ass on YouTube. Well, if these chicks can get away with doing a half naked videos, why can't I get away with it? Yeah, I gotta send you stickers. I haven't seen Fishcapade's mail in my stream in a long time. I owe her a gift as well. But I don't see her. She don't come into my live streams anymore. I think she hates me now or something. I don't know. Maybe you guys can ask her if you see her. All right, Z, appreciate you, buddy. Oh yeah, did great. Could smell the snails, but even they were still alive. Put some in a few ponds and several tanks. Okay, very cool. Oh yeah, I got snails, bro. And know what I've noticed at nighttime when the lights go out, them snails really come out. Polly, send them. Send them what? Send them. We'll get ready to go to the post office, have a package from Petland to pick up and some errands. We'll be listening. Happy Mother's Day to the ladies and you also, Jesse. Why you calling me a mother, bro? What's up with that? And you put an I in my name still, Jose. There's no I. It's just Jesse. Drop the I, leave the rest alone, and I'm not a mother. But I appreciate you, buddy. You the man. Mel's moving? Okay. Appreciate that information. I don't think Mel hates anyone. Oh, she hates me. I like Mel a lot. Mel hasn't been anywhere but a couple times in the last couple weeks. Okay. I'm just making sure it wasn't just me. So Jesse is the first. I'm the first what? What do you mean I'm the first what? No, and I'm glad that you said that because I didn't know she was moving. Because I owe her the last Discord giveaway that I did, she won. So I've got to send her something, but I'm definitely not going to send that until she's in her new place. I know Jesse, my sister has a Jesse. Just messing with you, buddy. You guys know me. I hope nobody. I think by now everybody knows me. I'm joking. 95% of what I say, I'm jacking around, messing around, having fun. I don't get mad at anybody. It's. I get mad very easily, but it's very hard to piss me off if that makes sense. The things I get mad about is I stubbed my toe, or I get signed out of the Aquatic News Network and I have to sign back in. I hate unnecessary crap. That's the things that make me mad. I'm using my high quality toothbrush, right? The only one you should be using now to clean, and I drop it. Now I have to bend down, pick the toothbrush up, lose a minute of cleaning because I'm an impatient person. I lost a minute of forward movement. Now I'm mad. I'm mad about things like that, but nothing else. You're still putting an I in my name, Jose. Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. The Aquatic News Network is doing well. We're up to, I think, 152 subscribers. And AI tells Tommy that the Aquatic News Network is something special. once we hone our craft. Yeah, toothbrush. Yeah, that's what this is about. Hey, Mom, good to see you. Good morning. Happy Mother's Day. I'll be calling you Sunday. The only toothbrush you can use, if you use anything else other than this one, the Oral-B, it has to be green, right? As proof, it says Oral-B right there. See? It's the only one you can use. Anything else, your fish are going to die. You're going to get riddled with disease. Your tanks are going to crash, and the walls of your fish room will cave in. Do they have a song for like Happy Birthday? Like I just sung to June. Do they have a song for Mother's Day? You always want Happy Mother's Day to you. Your gift is having me, this face, right? Yeah, this face right here. That's your gift. Me. uh, uh, need to be a red toothbrush. Nah, it has to be green, Swiffle. Don't start with me. What do you mean? What do you do? I've already discussed this with the toothbrush. Many different uses. But it's but Swiffle was right about one thing. Now this is exclusive to only Swiffle and I, because only we know the value. This is super secret crypto clearance crap. This is the only tool you need to stop all and cure all disease. Okay. You put this in combination with this, you're going to have a fish room that's unbreakable, unstoppable, and amazing, because this thing, and Swiffle can tell you, does a lot of stuff. It cures disease. I've talked about it. I am going to have to break away for a minute. I hear my dude out here to fix the window in the car that I accidentally busted out with a piece of gravel with my edger doing the sidewalk, trying to do something nice. Things like that make me mad. So I will be right back. Let me go out there and take care of this guy. Don't you go anywhere. I got 23 people on. If I come back and there's 20, you're all fired. Every one of you are fired. Bastard. Hey, Jeff, good to see you. I called you out too. Appreciate the stickers, buddy. I got one of your stickers on the Fish Fam Hall of Fame door. The other one I don't know what I'm gonna do with. I'll be right back, guys. The one-time duct tape actually does its job. Man, was that hard to get off that car. Busted the window out. I'm outside. There's a storm coming through. It's lightning. The wind's blowing. I'm trying to tape this dang window up. And I come out today to tear it off so the guy can fix it. And the duct tape's harder to get off than you ain't never seen. Thank you. Appreciate the stop sign. That you if they leave. Yeah. Okay, we can talk about Jesse now. Going to Clarion? Okay. Appreciate stop sign Cecil. Benoski, did your stickers make it? Yep, he got his. I'm pretty. You already told me that they did. Yeah. I just like to make double sure. All right, just to come out. I got Brandon's always so. Appreciate it, Cecil. Talking about toothbrushes, coming theme for ER nurse. A coming theme for ER nurse, a pediatric, is what is the object of the day to be found in a kid's ears they put in. I guess what's the object? I guess what is the object accidentally lost? So, yeah, I've seen some crazy things online about people putting stuff where they don't belong. All right, sweet Polly, appreciate you, buddy. Brandon, he couldn't hold it anymore. Nah, I was outside, actually right in front of this door here because I'm in my garage and the guy's replacing my. But I'm going to hit the hour mark and have to get on, which means we got about 10 minutes left, and I'm going to have to get off because I got to run and go get this guy money to pay him because they do cash or cash app. My wife has a cash app. I don't know if she has that much money in there or not, so I'm going to have to go get some to pay the man. Just had an earthquake in East Tennessee, 4.1. Cause any damage there, Branton? 4.1 is kind of significant, so I'd imagine so. Branton's still here. Actually came back to 2 more people, so I appreciate you guys hanging out with this nut. You don't have to. You certainly got a lot better things to do this weekend than hang out with me, but you still do, and I appreciate you. So we talked about the toothbrush, which one you want, all the uses it can do, and there's a lot more. We talked about an update on using the Aquarium Co-op Easy Green. We've talked about some FX6 canister filters. So for years, I paid the bug guys to come out and spray around the house when I really didn't see too much of a difference between doing it myself, going to Home Depot and purchasing Home Defense Max or Specticide, whatever you want to get. I went back to that. And I recently sprayed the outside of my house. I think it was last weekend. And right away, you're seeing bugs dropping. It does do its job. But I'm going to have to apply again. I don't believe in the 6 month. I don't see how any of those sprays are going to last 6 months, especially outside in the sun. The sun burns some of this stuff off. The rain washes it away. There ain't no way it's going to last 6 months. So I like to retreat a little sooner than that. But in this garage, and right in front of me here is the garage door. Everything else is sealed off. I do have a couple little gaps. So I put a brand new bottom seal on this garage door, but you do have a couple of little tiny holes where bugs can get in there. So I put some of them sticky traps down there, and I'm getting a lot of bugs on the sticky traps, and I put another one down when it gets filled up and replace it. But the dang spiders still find a way to get into this fish room. I came out Friday morning before I went to work, and there's this like white, long, stringy spider kneading a web on the front of my 125-gallon Oscar tank. He had to go. I don't think there's anything you can do, anything to stop bugs getting in your house. I don't mind them here and there, but Branton being a member of the channel. You know what, Branton? I was going to give you a massive shout out for this, but then you put hashtag white bucket in there. That doesn't work, sir. Bastard. We had an earthquake in Blacksburg, Virginia at Lane Stadium Wednesday night when Metallica played. It was a 1.0. I've never felt an earthquake. Hey, I've been listening and working, but wanted to at least say thank you to whoever gifted me the membership. Oh, cool, Laura. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Slim Tim coming in with a 10-month membership. He was one of the first to join the something train. Okay, not gravy. That'd be stupid. I'm gonna think of something for that. Jose says, tutu of a dude, recently a toothbrush, probably a Jesse follower. The pretty young RN tell me the guy who does want to talk about. I told him why would he was probably trying to reach. So Jose had to deal with a dude with a toothbrush in his ear. I'm thinking follower on me. Those hard to reach back molars from the other end. That's it. Best toothbrush to use is the one that I recommend, the green Oral-B. That's right, M&C. Get some Osage Orange. I'll try that. I never heard of that. Osage Orange balls will discourage. And so when you just buy a sack of these bad boys and just throw them around outside the house, or just like entry areas. So like maybe all along the front of the garage door and the regular doors. Is that what you're telling me? Eucalyptus. Now, I don't think, literally I've done I was cleaning a tank one time and a cockroach come up out in my python and it was half eaten. The fish ate it. It was eating at it. You see them at shows. Okay. Osage Orange and Hedgewood. Okay. I've done the sprays. I've tried the mulch, the pine mulch. It supposedly keeps the bugs away. And I know you're not going to get rid of all of them. And I don't mind the occasional one, but I don't want. And the other thing that scares me is, I've got the bird over here. In the last few years, I have had small baby copperhead, I think it was, in this garage before it was the fish room. And, it's the season. The snakes have the babies. And twice now in the last years, hasn't been this year or the one before. I think it was a few years ago. 2 years in a row, I had a baby copperhead snake in this garage, and I didn't kill him. I just took him up, put him outside. The last thing I want is a little baby snake getting in here. Maybe he crawls up, gets in one of the tanks, or maybe he goes into the nest room and finds the bird. So that's my biggest fear. I don't want a little snake getting in here, particularly of the copperhead variety, coming in here and getting in the house at all. So I've got to take some precautions there. Now we can't do any scents. That's the thing, because especially outside the house, okay, but inside the house, we cannot have any scents or anything strong because we have these birds, and the birds' respiratory systems are very sensitive. We can't even burn, candles that have scents. We can't do your essential oils anymore because that stuff is very bad for them. Even down to our cookware. We cannot use Teflon coated pans because when you cook, apply heat to those, it puts off a toxin in there that we have read stories and read documents that has killed birds. So we have to get all that ceramic coated stuff. We got to be very careful with what we buy. We can't just buy any old thing because if it puts toxins in the air, it will kill the birds. Hey, Henry, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. The fish poo train. I put snake away pellets around my she shed. Okay. Not with the birds. Yeah. Mothballs. Yes, sir. Good bird daddy. You got it, sir. And that's all my wife. She's the one that educates me on that stuff, but I've learned. So like when it comes time to, maybe I got to reseal a tank. I'm literally going to have to disassemble that tank, take it outside and do it out there, let it cure, and then bring it back in because that silicone, very bad for birds. T and F. I don't know what T and F is. Mothballs kills pollinators. My wife uses mothballs outside and little breathable sacks to keep the snakes away. Okay. Yeah, I've heard about the mothball trick. I heard motor oil works good, but it's kind of not allowed to put motor oil on the ground, which doesn't really make sense because we can pull it out of the ground, but that's neither here nor there. It kills bees. See, we don't want to kill bees and butterflies. We like our bees and butterflies. Great. You got to have bees and butterflies. My daughter's afraid of the bumblebee. I tell her, you don't need to be scared of that bumblebee. I've had 5 of them fly. The bumblebee they don't want nothing to do with you. It's the hornets, the wasps, the yellow jackets. They might take a piece of you. You can also put lime around your house and the snakes will not crawl through it because it burns them. Yep. And I heard there's some things out there that you can put down that triggers their defense. Like, oh shit, there's something bad here. I need to go away. I forget what that stuff's called. Pyle, if he was in here, he'd be a good person to weigh in on this as well. I did plan to go 2 hours, but I am going to have to cut it off at the hour mark because I got this guy out here. I wasn't expecting them to come today. I literally got the phone call 20 minutes before I started my live stream that because it's going to be raining Monday through Wednesday, they wanted to come do it today. So unfortunately, I won't be able to go my full 2 hours on this live stream. Sulfur is supposed to work. That's the main ingredient in snake away products. Okay. I'd take a piece of me too, Brandon. But I've seen snakes in a bag of sulfur. So yeah, that's a dud. Okay. Hey there, Mel. I was just talking about you earlier. Listen, I heard you're moving. Didn't know that. I owe you the last giveaway prize for winning the contest in the Discord. The last one. I'm not doing that in Discord anymore because it's a bust. But I still want to send you the winnings of that one. So let me know your address. You can message me on Discord where I can send that when you're ready. Lurking and working. Birds and bees talk from Salient's perspective is a little odd. Let me see. Birds and bees talk from Salient's perspective. Yeah, I was talking shit about her. I said, she don't come in my lives. I haven't seen her for months. I think she hates me now. I think maybe it was because I was trying to steal her Pandagaras. Maybe she got sick of me talking about it all the time. I don't know. I'm not moving anymore just yet, apparently. Okay. So then I can send this to your current address, right? And with that, I do have to sign off. It's always enjoyable to hang out with you guys Saturdays morning. I look forward to it. I got some videos coming away. I got to do this Haiger light that they sent me. It's been 4 weeks now because I've also got Glorium sending me a light. I've got AQQA sending me a different product. And if I don't get ahead of it, I'm going to get buried along with doing the Aquatic News Network. If you're not subscribed to the Aquatic News Network, you need to do it. If not, then you. So I got a lot going on, so I got to get ahead of those, get them videos out, and I got to do some other videos. I haven't been doing a lot of content lately, and I need to get it out there. I have some ideas. So until then, we'll talk later, my friends. You be safe. Have a fun rest of your weekend. Dodge a moving bullet for now. Okay. It's my fault. Your lives are always at times on work. That's okay. Okay, as long as you still love me. And I love you guys, and you be safe, and I'll see you. And Mom, I'm going to call you on Sunday, and we're going to chat. I always call her. Don't forget to check out another video from Jesse after this. Will help his algorithm. Appreciate that, Tommy, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, sir. Thanks you guys for coming in. You guys are what makes it worthwhile. If you guys weren't here, I wouldn't do it. So talk to you later. You're the best. Be safe. Have a good weekend. I got to go get some money to pay the man and go do some stuff. I'm out. You're the best.